Welcome back to the Vibrational Stage Podcast. This week we're exploring a core problem that affects countless people, especially those who carry large amounts of responsibility. The problem sounds simple. I can't shut it off. Most people assume that they're talking about stress, but I'm not sure that stress is actually the problem. I think stress is the symptom. The real question is, why does the mind keep searching when there's nothing left to find? Think about your day. You complete a project. Your mind immediately finds another task. You solve a problem. Your mind immediately identifies another potential concern. You finally sit down. Your mind begins reviewing conversations, obligations, and future scenarios. It never seems satisfied. It never seems complete. It never seems willing to simply rest. Why? Because many of us learned long ago that safety comes from staying mentally engaged. At some point, we began to associate vigilance with protection. If I stay aware, I stay safe. If I stay prepared, I stay safe. If I stay productive, I stay safe. The challenge is that eventually the mind begins operating this way automatically. The original reason disappears. The pattern remains. What began as protection becomes identity. We stop asking whether the scanning is necessary. We simply assume that it is who we are. The result is a mind that never receives permission to stop. And here's where things become interesting. Many people say they want peace, but if peace actually showed up, they would become uncomfortable. Because underneath the desire for peace is often a fear of stillness. Stillness removes distraction. Stillness removes motion. Stillness removes the constant evidence that we are accomplishing something. Without all the activity, we are left alone with ourselves, and that can feel unfamiliar. Many people spend years attempting to calm the mind without ever questioning why the mind became so active in the first place. The mind is not malfunctioning. It is performing exactly as it was trained. The question becomes, can we thank the mind for its service without allowing it to run our lives? Can we recognize that awareness exists beyond thought? Can we discover that our worth is not dependent upon our level of mental activity? One of the greatest misunderstandings of modern life is the belief that thinking creates safety. Thinking can create plans. Thinking can create strategies. Thinking can create solutions. But thinking cannot create peace. Peace arrives when we stop demanding that the mind solve a problem that does not actually exist. For many people, the mind is trying to solve tomorrow while the body is sitting safely in today. And until that distinction becomes visible, the mental activity continues. The invitation this week is not to fight your thoughts, it's to become curious about them. Notice when the mind starts searching. Notice when it starts scanning. Notice when it starts preparing. Then ask a simple question. What is this activity trying to accomplish for me right now? You may discover something profound. The mind isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you. It just doesn't know the dangerous past. That realization changes everything, because once we recognize the pattern, we no longer have to become the pattern. And perhaps that is where shutting it off truly begins. Not through force, not through discipline, but through understanding. Coming soon is the Premium Experience VSP number 3, I Can't Shut It Off. In it, we'll explore why your mind mistakes activity for safety, the hidden relationship between productivity and identity, how to stop carrying today's responsibilities into tomorrow, a practical process for creating psychological closure. Our core problem library continues to grow, giving you deeper tools for the challenges that so many people silently carry. Continuing the conversation. If today's episode resonated with you, continue the conversation at the VibeShift blog. You can follow the link in the show notes. Until next time, remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness in which those thoughts appear.